Basically what it does is that it's investors that come in and take ownership in businesses. And they provide skills and knowledge in addition to capital, in addition to investment or funds to help expand the business. And I'm going to talk more about the SMEs. Many of our SMEs stay small because they're driven by families, by entrepreneurs, and they may not have the ability to grow the business because they're focused very much on what the business does in terms of the operations, but they may not have the capacity to grow the business. And so we're missing out on an opportunity to do that. So your private investor will come in, take some ownership, and help them grow the business. And so I think it's a very important tool to build capacity of these SMEs, to create jobs, and to support economic growth on the continent. The volumes of pension money that now are, by virtue of the fact that jobs are being created in large corporations and in government, so the amount of pension money that's now available on our markets is very high, and they are chasing treasury bills, government bills as a way of placing this money. And so what we would like in the private equity industry is to see a certain percentage of that money coming to private equity, to invest in private equity. Well, this theme is very welcome. I think that there are many aspects to innovative financing for growth on the continent, and private equity is one. Private equity will invest in businesses that exist. They're not going to create the businesses, they will invest in the businesses. But there are many other things that can happen. Banks need to be more innovative. We need to also look at how to expand financial access to people by providing them with bank accounts, but not only that, the ability to send money, the ability to save, as well as to borrow. And when I talk about people in Africa having a bank account, I'm talking about the bottom of the pyramid, because there is a lot of money that's circulating at the bottom of the pyramid that we're not capturing in the economy. And I think by building a more financially inclusive financial sector, we will capture those funds that can then be reinvested into the businesses. So private equity is a tool among others, and I think I'm very happy to see that this has come to the forefront of discussion at UNECA, that it has come to the forefront of discussion with the policymakers on what is private equity, how do we build this asset class, how do we regulate this asset class, how do we capture more domestic savings as a source of investment into this asset class.